Conspiracy Log, Volume 3, Entry 27. I don't have much time. I'm trying to scribble this out while B checks on Grayson, and while I really hope that he's okay, we need to decide what we're doing next. So much has happened. We went back to the forest, and then there were these weird lights, orbs. I don't know the correct term. There are far too many theories and ideas on light-based conspiracy tech, or lack therefor of. Either way, it was a small, blue, sentient light, and it was leading us into the fog through the forest. I bolted after it, because I did not want to miss out this time. Maybe I should take Grayson up on his offer to go running with him. Besides the fact that I'd love to spend some one-on-one time with him, I really need the cardio if interesting things are going to keep running away from me. Anyway, while I was chasing the light, I got separated from everyone. And when I realized that I'd lost them, something even weirder happened. My mom has always said that she has eyes in the back of her head. But this was like I had 2 sets of eyes. I could see where my friends were and where I was. It was bizarre, and I'm a little ashamed to say that I nearly threw up. But even a conspiracy expert like myself can be given some grace. Once we all were reunited, we started following the lights again, and it led us to a clearing, a rocky cliff, some sort of a cave system. And while we were then trying to figure out if this was even a good idea to follow the lights, Binks started chasing after what looked like moving trees. I mean, I know Appalachian folklore and more recent conspiracy theories on haunted trees, technology trees. I've just never seen it. And it was kind of funny to see B trying to stop Binks from peeing on trees. Sadly, before we could really investigate further, we heard weird, loud noises that sounded a lot like the troll that attacked us the other night. Deciding that the unknown was way better than facing off against that again, we continued into the cave. And there, Conspiracy Log, I was faced with the most disturbing thing I've ever seen. And I've seen Big D before he had his coffee in the morning. In the cave, there was a large, jiggly, bulbous gelatin monster. Oh, it looked almost like the Jell-O surprise that the lunch ladies try to push at the end of the school year, but so much worse. The monster was bouncing around. It was secreting some sort of an acid, and we watched it melt a deer. But what was even worse, it was its mouth. I know that I have to log all of this information for the good of conspiracy theorists everywhere. But I am not exaggerating when I say that this may haunt my dreams. The monster had large, gleaming teeth and even bigger lips. Oh, it looked like the most ghastly cartoon caricature on the worst box of cereal that you can imagine. It was terrifying, and that was before it tried to kill my best friend and her dog. Somehow, mostly I think through dumb luck and a jumble of strange superpowers we all seem to have gotten overnight, we managed to deflate and defeat the gelatinous monstrosity. Just in time for the scaly green goblin thing from the Plancy farm to show up. I mean, is he following us? Is he an alien? A cryptid? The chubby cobra? Undetermined right now. Besides, he was only there long enough to watch B heal Grayson's feet. Yeah, that's new information as well. And then he handed over a weird 20-sided thing, which Grayson adorably dropped, but ever since he dropped it, I don't know, things have just felt weird. Different. It sounds stupid. Maybe I am going just a little bit crazy. There's so much more that we need to figure out and search. More to come soon. Bryn.
As Grayson drops the icosahedron, it falls through a now shimmering, translucent floor of the plane of existence, a realm of pure thought and ethereal light. The icosahedron pulses with a deep, resonant hum, its facets fracturing the surrounding prismatic voids. The planes, planeless, a place in more the plane less a place in more state of being begins to unravel. The boundless expanse of swirling mists and radiant threads warps, colors bleeding into one another like ink and water, sapphire blues, molten golds, and twilight purples. A formless horizon solidifies, sprouting jagged mountains, weathered in enchanted fog and valleys, aglow with bioluminescent flora. The air, once a weightless shimmer, grows heavy with the scent of ancient tomes and smoldering herbs. You all feel your essences begin to shift. Intangible forms now clothed in corporeal bodies, draped in robes etched with glowing runes. The icosahedron, hovering before you, spins faster. Its surface is projecting visions of sprawling magical lands, arcane citadels floating on clouds, forests alive with whispering spirits, and rivers of liquid starlight. Your surroundings begin pulsing with raw magic. The plane of existence has collapsed into a tangible realm where witches and wizards wield dominion. Your thoughts spark with newfound power, your hands trailing wisps of untamed energy. The once abstract plane is now a vivid, living world, its every corner humming with the promise of spells and secrets. But as the ixohedron floats at the heart of this transformation, a key to this new reality, it pulses again. Still hovering, emitting a low, discordant screech. Its radiant facets flicker, then darken, casting jagged shadows across the enchanted valleys in front of you guys. The air then grows acrid, the scent of lavender and ancient tomes replaced by burning rubber and rust. And the transformation begins again. The glowing forest withers in seconds, trees collapsing into gnarled skeletal husks. The flowing citadels crumble, their stone and crystals dissolving into clouds of ash that swirl like a sandstorm. The rivers of starlight dry up, leaving cracked, barren riverbeds stained with oily residues. The lush valleys sink and fracture, replaced by a sprawling wasteland of scorched earth and twisted metal. Spires of rusted scrap and shattered machinery jut from the ground like the bones of a forgotten civilization. The sky, a once tapestry of constellations, turns a sickly ochre, choked with roiling clouds and streaks of crimson lightning. Your once rune-etched robes fray and morphed into patched leather and scavenged armor, caked with dust. The icosahedron, now dull and scarred, pulses faintly, its reflections showing a brutal, Mad Max-like world. Convoys of vehicles roaring across the dunes, and massive, smoke-belching ribs looming on the horizon. The air thrums with a growl of distant engines. As you guys observe your surroundings in this new barren wasteland. What's going through your heads?
Well, shit, I don't want to follow that.
Where are we? What? Mark. Bryson,
Yeah.
what did that do? My bad.
Breaking the fourth wall. Reality is dissolving.
Mark Grayson, you know who that
Mark
is.
Bryson.
That's the problem, is they always want to say Mark Grayson.
Yeah.
I do.
So then we'll have a system shifters queue pop up, and we'll splatter some blood across it.
God.
What are we, some kind of
Certain.
system sister?
We're the
can't
Shiftum
even say it.
sisters.
That one doesn't work with the flip because it's both S. Okay, so I feel like Bryn is gonna be like I don't know. This is a lot. Like, for her specifically, conspiracies, aliens, things like that. Yeah, we could totally have a conversation, but that was a lot. I feel like she's gonna kind of go like down, like put her head between her knees for a second because I feel like she's scared she's gonna puke.
I was just going to ask everybody to give me a grit.
Enjoy.
That's a 1.
You puke. Hard.
Vomit
That's
everywhere.
8.
8 for Grayson as well.
8 for B.
Well, 7 was the save. But with your 1, as you're kind of you take off running off to go puke behind an old rotten tree. You kind of hurl your guts, get your breath about you and your wits about you. But as you're bending up, you notice something very, very odd regarding your legs.
Guys, you're gonna want to see this.
I don't want to see your puke, Oz.
No,
Your
not
throat.
the puke.
No. Okay, well then come this way. I don't want to see that.
Okay. He will step out from behind the tree. You will see he's got goat feet. I got hooves.
What the? B's gonna start like patting herself down, looking, making sure, like pulling behind, making sure she doesn't have like a tail or something weird.
Just imagining like when a dog chases their tail, like, it spins in like that tight little
Basically,
circle.
spinning, like what?
Well, I'm gonna cut you off there. Speaking of dogs chasing their tail, B, you feel something kind of sweaty start moving across your leg.
What the?
When you look down, there is a hairless cat with a very emo-esque tuft of hair between their ears covering one of their eyes.
I'm gonna look at it, kind of like a dog does when it's like confused or hears like a really high pitched sound.
It looks up at you, gives you the and
Thanks.
you see it's a bottle cap shaped like her. For canon's sake, is this thing a male or female?
I think we're gonna go with her.
Okay.
Last several
saying
episodes I've
her.
been speaking to her. We went like a full session of he is a good
Yeah.
boy, but I'm
Yep.
pretty sure like after that we went back to her. So
Okay.
we'll go with her.
Got it. The Binks charm that you made for her, but this time it's made out of a bottle cap, same shape.
Freeze down and over some scritches. Very confused. Ryan,
Yeah,
Are you-
yep, I'm here.
normal?
Have I ever been normal ever in the time
Okay.
that you've known me?
Okay. Let me word the question. Are you physically normal?
Do
I
you
don't have-
goat feet.
Oz has goat feet, and Banks is a hairless cat.
Bryn's
It
gonna
would behoove
lift
us
her.
to check each other. Wait, yes.
Are we checking each other or ourselves?
Ourselves, yes, no, yeah. We should check
Oh.
individually all of ourselves.
Okay. I don't-
Bryn's gonna like lift her head, take one like wide look around, and then she's gonna put her head right back between her knees because she feels like she's gonna puke again.
All seems well with your guys' inspections on yourselves, besides the goat legs. And what are you wearing?
So Beast still pretty much the same, but it's her transport. So she's got her like bib overalls on, but they've transformed into like patched up leather overalls instead.
Bryn, once she kind of like composes herself and kind of stands up, is gonna kind of like look at herself, and I feel like she's not even gonna be like surprised at this point. She's just gonna have a really big hefty sigh. She's wearing like very biker babe-esque, like tight leather pants with like one of those like biker saddlebags attached to one leg instead of her normal like satchel or backpack. Like studded belts, like cropped leather jacket with all of the chains and the studs, a pair of black gloves, and I feel like she's just kind of like looking at her gloves and like down at the studs and back up, and she's in a little bit of a shock right now.
I will add a point of order. You guys do all have a leather backpack now, and it's not fancy or anything like that. It's like as primitive as can be, leather-wise. Could be made out of people, who knows? But
We don't want to think about that.
yeah, there's some strange hair on your guys' bags attached.
Oz is wearing some leather work pants with so many pockets, a bunch of belts, too many belts, tank top, and what seems to be an old welding mask that's been all Mad Maxified.
And Grayson has his jeans have been replaced by well-worn leather pants, way too tight. He's almost immediately self-conscious. He looks down, and a pair of like cylindrical, sort of old-timey welding goggles kind of fall off of his forehead. His gray sweatshirt is replaced with a like a leather kind of hooded cloak, and there are sort of like rivets all along the rim of the hood. And he's got big sort of like big thick boots with buckles on them. It's not really my style. Where did this come from? What are we doing here? How did I'm full of questions.
You did it. You had the
guess.
You spun that weird shapy thingy, that Gleebyglorbin or whatever.
I seeked out Glupa.
It's icosahedron, glorbin. Yeah, it's the
Big
thing.
words.
Yeah,
Like, did you hear anything? Did it tell you anything?
I don't think so. I saw a lot of stuff. I'm questioning what we ate at the diner. What was in those pancakes? This is real though, right? And I'll like reach over and pinch Oz on the shoulder.
Ow. Why'd you pinch me?
Hey,
Pinch
I don't know.
yourself. I'll pinch you back.
It doesn't work like that. You can't pinch yourself. It doesn't. That's not the thing. How the
I'm gonna reach over and pinch Grayson.
God, ow! That hurts.
Bryn just
Okay.
wants to lean down and like poke the goat feet, like just like a harsh little like poke, like.
It feels weird having no toes.
Can you feel that in
Same.
your hooves?
Kind of, but not really. It's like poking a large, thick fingernail.
Weird.
Yeah.
Um,
Can you stop poking my hooves? I choose to ignore them right now. So many other things to worry about at the moment.
So as B looks around, does it like kind of seem familiar, or are we in like a completely different landscape?
Landscape wise, you know the surroundings. It's just there's little to no vegetation. It's mostly just scorched earth, essentially. You guys were in a forest up against a wall. The wall is still there. You were still in the cave. You do hear off off a little ways towards where the river was. Like a almost sounds like a motorcycle, but has a weird magical hum to it. Also, while you're looking around, you notice where your bikes used to, where you laid them down, and you guys will all notice this as it's happening. There was a set of brooms all like piled up. Those brooms begin to, before your eyes, start to hover. They all kind of separate from each other and move over towards you. But as they're moving towards you, they start to change form, bending and twisting on themselves, twisting and gnarling. Where they were made of wood at one point, now start to get like makeshift bits and bobs, pieces of metal come out of nowhere, flinging to them. Still keeping the broom ends, but what ends up hovering next to you guys is a sit-in broom. Basically, it's a speeder bike broom made out of all sorts of scrap metals.
That was
Are these our bikes?
some form of him, I guess.
Now, if you could share with me what your broom is, what we're working with here. We'll start with you, B.
Not first last time. So like what it's called in the book.
What's your broom?
Okay, so I have the bolting 4000.
Does it give you any cool shit?
I get a +1 to flight. And I would say that the has like an extra orangey rust throughout it because my bike was orange. So
My
I'll go next.
broom.
Grayson's is sorry. Grayson's is it's got like that square tube aluminum's all like jankily welded onto it into like to give it a seat, and the seat that's there is like one of those old tractor seats with all the holes in them, with the big springs, you know.
Nice.
It is also a bolting 4000 with a +1 to flight, and the light. My previous bike had a light on it that gave me a +1 after dark, and that has been incorporated into like kind of an obnoxiously bright metal, or not metal, but a big glass, almost like a lighthouse lens hanging off the front of it.
Badass.
Okay, now I'll go. My broom, formerly a bike, looks like you took a bike frame and twisted it all up, making it all broomy. Took the bike end and like spread it all out to make like the broom. What are the stuff at the end of bristles? Yes,
crystals. Yeah.
and then it's all pink because it was originally a rusted pink, but now it's
Yeah.
more pink now. And it's called the Tough Break. Gives me a +1 on grit. But I'm right in it.
The pink bike gives you a +1 to grit. That's awesome. I love it.
Yeah, it builds character. Much like goat feet. Bryn's broom is called the Mapmaker's Friend. It's made out of gray oak with metal highlights, almost like inclusions in it. Like you can see where maybe they like merged sort of the two materials and made sort of this really cool like mosaic down the handle and stuff. The one thing is that there's a rather large, like at the widest part of the handle, sticker, and it's the exact same like hand-drawn Chubby Cabra playing card or like cryptid card that she had in the spokes of her bike, but it's like a hand-drawn sticker that's like right on her handle. Other than that, it's not very assuming, and I get if I know the area, I cannot get lost. Although somehow I think that's not going to help me here.
Never know. You never know. So, you guys have had some time to kind of like collect yourselves and take in the immediate surroundings. you have the sounds off in the distance where the river used to be. You could go back to check on the cabin, see if maybe it survived. What do you guys want to do?
This kind of looks familiar. Do we want to see? The cave's here. Do we want to see if the Cucamonga's there?
I feel like we should. It'd be the only kind of like familiar thing right now.
Yeah.
I could go for some familiar.
Familiar is good, especially when you have goat feet.
And a naked cat.
Yeah, Oz, if
Speaking
we wanna
of the cat,
make it-
she'll jump up on your shoulder.
Hey, Banks. And she like kind of scratch the tuft of hair because the not having fur is kind of weird right now.
So let's roll a flight for you guys to try out your brooms for the first time.
Jeez.
Oh boy.
We'll set it at a 7.
9.
Oh, that's also a 9 for Grayson. Oh, and that
Okay.
explodes actually because I rolled an 8. 1 sec.
That's an 8.
That's another 8.
2 explosions.
Yep. So that
double
is
explosion?
16, 23 total for Grayson. Yikes.
I don't get the +1 to flight until I'm actually on my
If-
broom, right?
If you're on, you're flying the broom, so yeah, you get the +1.
Oh. Okay. So 7.
7. Right at it. Okay. So, like I said, when the shift was happening, that magical aura, that feeling of that energy, you guys still feel it. Like it's not gone away. Feels a little different than it did before. More gritty, more harsh, but still in there. You get on your brooms and it's like you've always known. It's just like riding a bike.
Ba-da-ching.
And you kind of just think to go and you just start moving. Except for you, B. You know when the Ewoks steal the speeder bike?
Yeah.
And they take off on it?
Mm-hmm.
You just
Ah!
blast off. Takes you a little bit. You get your composure, but kind of start to figure it out. But at first, it snapped your head back.
A little different than riding a bike.
You guys will
Is that
notice
good?
though, it will not gain elevation. It kind of hovers 2-3 feet off the ground.
You think if you gave us magic brooms, we could at least go flying.
You think so, huh? Doesn't take you guys hardly any time to get to where the cabin was, Cucamonga was at. But as you come up, everybody give me a brains.
Oh shit. Okay, well that's a 20 explosion.
Hey, me too. Look at that.
Hey, twins. 33.
98 exploded.
Your D8 exploded.
Yep. So I got 14.
Oswald.
That's a big old 1.
Okay. So the two splody kids over here, you immediately see what looks to be a kaiju skull directly over the top of where Cucamonga used to be. You also notice that it's literally just the skull that's left, and there's some rubble. As you can see some light coming in through one of the eye sockets. You can see some rubble inside there where it looks to be a wall of some sort still standing in there. Oz, you just think that you just did a circle when you're back at the cave.
Oz isn't very good with directions.
Oz is still stuck on his goat feet. Well,
You guys
kids,
approach the skull.
I think so. It's like
I don't think we're in Kansas anymore, guys.
Where it
I
should
don't even think we
be.
have
Oh,
animals that big, do we?
not a
Depends on
home.
what sources you speak and believe on.
Not that we've seen at home.
I guess we go inside.
You have no issues getting inside of it. Right at the jaw, there's a clear way through. It's kind of leaning over a bit. It's pretty dark in here, but the one beam of light coming through the eye socket shows your front door. Roof's gone, but at least the front of the cabin's here.
really important question. Is Tubbs still there?
Oh,
Tubbs is on the
yeah.
outside.
Are we not inside? I thought we walked inside.
You walked inside the skull. Then there's the front of the cabin. So cabin is
Okay.
inside the skull.
I thought you meant we walked inside the skull and it was like the inside of the cabin. Got it.
Okay, so yeah, you guys obviously it's your place, so you know where you hide the key. Miraculously, the key's still underneath that rock.
You know what? We're not going to question it. There's too many other things to question here.
And the doors, cabin's yours. Minus a few walls. The back wall's gone, replaced by the back of the skull. Pretty much everything's still here and mostly intact. Tubbs the squirrel is basically just a clear, gelatinous creature with eyeballs.
Oh no! I mean, he was already Jello.
But he's also in a large mason jar.
Can't tell if this is better or worse, guys.
Is there air holes?
No.
No air holes.
So he's like a specimen now.
There's a neat little makeshift backpack also that's been macrameed together.
Like a baby Bjorn, but for the like mason jar. Or
That's exactly what I was going for.
think
Or
of,
you can like hang him from the front of your bike, your
I'm
broom.
just thinking of every terrible like high school show ever where they get the eggs and they have to like parent it, and there's always that one weird kid that makes like the little like strap in front of him for the egg. That's what I'm expecting, but with like a mason jar of goop, basically.
It has eyeballs.
I'm sorry, goop and eyeballs.
Oz, do you want to? I mean, it'd be safer if you want to bring him now, I guess, to wherever we're going.
I mean, yeah. I feel bad that he's still goop. Does he like make eye contact with us?
Oh, it's blinking.
Oh,
Well, every goat needs his kid, right?
what? Every goat's got his goop.
Okay. Is there anything else helpful here? Like,
Other
I
than
don't
the fact, if you guys had any stresses, this is kind of like a safe respite for you. A little bit of home that you can still connect to.
What do y'all think? I mean, we heard some noise down by the river. We know this place is here at least. Do we want to go see if we can figure out how to get home? Or do we just want to stay here for the rest of our lives with a goopy squirrel jar and a naked cat?
And my goat feet. I'd rather us try and figure out how to get home.
Guys, what if we died? What if this is like after like what if
Is
there
that
what if we
afterlife
can't
or
go
like the
home?
in between?
is this hell?
I don't know.
We're about to find out. We're standing in a giant skull right now with a jar of squirrel.
Ay.
I mean, I heard some sort of rumbling over towards the river, or what used to be the river. There's got to be people, right?
Maybe they'll know if they're also dead.
In mythology, don't we get like the really creepy hooded guy that we're supposed to give coins or something?
I don't know anymore.
But some kind of Karen or whatever.
I think those are mean ladies at the grocery store. My mom talks about those.
I think it was spelled with a CH, but oh well.
We can't stay here, as tempting as it is, because this is the only thing that seems familiar right now. We just can't stay
We can
here,
come
guys.
back.
Yeah.
More than anything, there's nothing to eat here. There's like we could see how Tubbs tastes, but that's like last resort.
We're not.
Yeah, he's not
Yeah,
still
let's
alive.
not eat Tubbs goop.
Get him.
Yeah, we can't stay here for long. And I think if we want to catch up with that noise, we're gonna have to hoof it, right, Oz? Yeah, no, too soon.
Just get used to it.
It's really got his goat losing his feet.
Don't make me pour the Tubbs goop on you.
The Tubbs goop looks up at you with those big doe eyes and gives you goopy dog eyes.
Don't worry, Tubbs. I won't pour you out.
All right, well, let's head off towards the weird noises and see what happens.
I mean, I said we can always come back here. We know our way around.
Hopefully.
As we head out through the skull, Grayson is going to be last, and he's like stretching the leather in his pants as much as he can because they were like way too tight. He's like pulling down at the legs and like walking with a really wide stance to try and get them to stretch. He's like, oh, this is going to get old pretty quick.
Are you sure there's nothing wrong with your legs?
Yep. No, it's fine. Everything's good. Creak, creak.
The, like stretchy leather noise that everybody knows.
Yep.
And it's so hot outside too, so. But you guys get on your bike, brooms, and Grayson, yours has a water bottle trough specifically made for Tubbs to slide into, so you can carry him around on your broom.
Oh, they have joint custody.
Hey, Oz, toss me Tubbs. I'll.
I am not tossing you, my son.
You also have the
My
backpack
son.
carrier for it.
I will gently hand you my goopy son.
Gently hand you my goopy son.
Carry on my wayward son, but it's gently hand you my goopy son.
Gently hand you my goopy son.
Okay.
I'll slide it into the holder and attach it with the macrame handle and whatnot.
Hilarious. Oh fuck. And you guys take off towards where you heard the sounds. It doesn't take too terribly long to where you come across where the river used to be. Now barren, flat, dry earth, cracked. Doesn't look like much signs of life, other than off towards the north end of the riverbed. You see some kind of like plumes of clouds of dust dissipating, like something's moving away from you guys in that direction.
Thanks for listening to this episode of System Shifters, a Talking Crit podcast. You can find us on Spotify, Apple, Podbean, and YouTube. Join our Facebook page and Discord for updates and play with our awesome growing community. Tell your friends and tune in for our next episode.